Hello, everyone. This is Accurate Driver, and I'm sad now. I just found out TotalBiscuit has died. If you haven't seen this yet, I'm sorry to be a bearer of such bad news. I I just it's such a thing. God, I'm gonna miss him. He was one of the coolest dudes. I've never met him in person, but I followed a lot of his stuff. And yeah, it's whether you liked him or you didn't like him, he was a big thing in video games and other stuff. And I must admit, for the longest of time, that was my life. And now one of the pillars of that has just gone away. This is particularly a thing for me because up until now, I haven't had anyone in my family die or anyone close to me. So this is probably my first experience with another human's death that actually affects me on a more personal level. Like, this affects me more than probably some of my distant relatives dying would, because I knew him or I knew his content, and one of those wonderful one-way connections. I devoured everything of his, and he just produced content. And now, life goes on. God, he wasn't even a decade older than me. He died to cancer. In fact, one of the more common types. I'm pretty certain that most of the people who would watch this already know about all the all the nonsense, all the horrible nonsense of life that's been going on with him. Just because, like, yeah, I don't exactly have that many people, but if anything, I want this on my channel so I can come back and listen to it in the future. I think that I don't know how to deal with this right now. And that's a bad thing. Life happens, and really we don't have anything to help us prepare for it. Like, really, you get all kinds of factual math and sciences and stuff from schooling and occasional things from your parents, but we definitely don't go into enough about this kind of stuff, because I'm just sitting here, and the only reason I'm recording this right now is because this is one of my only channels out to the world where people will see it. And And I just I don't want today to have happened. Uh, I'm trying to figure out how to end this. Because there's so much I want to say, yet no way to say it. And I think this kind of thing in the future will be a big thing. It's always been somewhat of a thing. We've had the public mourning of major figures that have died. But we're finally in an age when any random person off the street could end up being those major people. The world, as it is now, is more connected and more together than it has ever been. All the extremes, all the lows, they exist still. But there were some good people in there. Now there's one less. And I Goodbye, TotalBiscuit. Goodbye, John Bain. You left a family. They will sorely miss you. I will sorely miss you. And many on the internet will sorely miss you. It was tough for you. I can't even begin to imagine what you've gone through. But it's over now. Just... I hope whatever is to come, find peace. I don't care what religion or faith or creed any of you out there are. I don't want. Goodbye. Onward to your future, whatever that may be, and heartfelt feelings to your family that you left behind. This is Zach, your dry heart. I'm signing out. I hope we can all have a better day, despite having less bright light in it. Thank you all for listening. Thank you, and goodbye.